So we are in underhand, same time with both poi. Now what I'd like to do is take both poi, wrap them up so that they're shorter, and then what we're going to do is from here come into the underhand buzzsaw. And then what I want you to do is tap the right one, then the left one, and then come back in overhand. So you tap them both, tap, tap. You're here underhand, watch, tap, tap to overhand. And now from overhand, we're going to do the same thing, only we're going to go down to the butt. So we go through the leg, butt tap, and come up to underhand. And now we're going to go back to the back tap to overhand, butt tap to underhand, back to overhand. Okay, now we're in overhand, release to your side, come out in full length. Then we're going to go into an overhand weave. So I have some coaching around that. It seems like you're using those sock poi, which are extra long. Yeah. So when I said, so you came in, you have them wrapped around your hand, whatever your normal length is. Then you choked them up, whatever the additional length is. When you're doing that, if you want to help yourself so that when you're unwrapping them later and you don't unwrap too far, here's what I do. So this is my, okay, I'm gonna try and do this up here in a very tight space that you can't see. Okay, so I'm like this. If I wrap it, and this is my normal wrap, okay, that's just normal. If I'm going to make it shorter, if you watch my hands, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my thumb here, and this is the place where I want it to stay so that I can do an additional wrap or an additional 2 wraps. And then when I release it, this part of my thumb is holding the cord in place, or in your case, it would be holding the length of the sock poi in place, so that if you're back and overhand and you release it, it doesn't release the whole way, right? Because what happened to you was when you unwrapped the whole way. When you grip your poi, part of your poi grip is wrapping it around your hand. Yes? Yes. Okay. So that's your baseline grip. What I'm doing is I'm putting my thumb, right? So if you look at it from, now it's better if I show you from this on. If I put my thumb in place to hold the baseline, and I put my thumb between where it's wrapping up, when I go back later and I release, my thumb is still holding the baseline one in place. The trick there is you can use your thumb to help ensure that when you go to unwrap it, you don't unwrap it too much. And the other trick that's helpful with this is as you start doing the wrap, you can use your thumb to pull it back, right? So do you see how I'm taking my thumb and I'm pulling the cord back toward me? So instead of it being here at the tip of my hand, where the other one's just going to wrap around it with it, right? Because now I can't tell which one is the one that I'm supposed to keep. Once I wrap it, I use the thumb, right, to pinch it. Can you see that? If I keep it there, when I wrap it up, the thumb is still there, so that when I release it, the thumb is still holding it. So part of it is pulling it back and using your thumb as a stop, like a door stop, only it's a cord stop. Also, it's a skill, so as you're playing with this in the future, you can practice that skill. All right, meanwhile, back once again. Here we are at the beginning. We're underhands. We're gonna wrap it up however many times you need to get into your short poi, then come into your underhand buzzsaw, and then you're gonna spread your legs, and then we're gonna come and tap the right one and then the left one on the back, and then come into overhand buzzsaw, and then we're gonna tap the right one and the left one on the butt, come into underhand buzzsaw, tap the right one and the left one on the back into overhand, tap the right one and the left one on the butt, come into underhand, and then one more time on the back, right, left, back to overhand. And then what I want you to do is release to the outside, so figure 8 to the outside plane, and then release just enough so that you have it back to your regular length. And then you're in overhand here. Now, from here, let's go into an overhand weave, and then put your right foot forward, and then we're gonna turn to the left and do an underhand weave, and turn to the right and an overhand weave, and turn to the left to underhand, and turn to the right to overhand, and then open it up so that you're doing circles on the right, and then we're gonna do a sweep back. So you come out underhand facing the left, and now we're gonna step the right foot forward. Now you're gonna do something funky where you're gonna go over the top, but you're gonna turn away from me. So it'll be this, you'll turn toward your kitchen, turn toward the back. So come up over the top, yes. Now step your right foot again, and then we'll sweep back in underhand on this side. Again, repeat, step your right foot forward, sweep over the top away from me, and we're gonna do it again. So sweep back and step, and then sweep over and step. So we're basically doing a 360-degree turn using the chasing the sun, right? So we're doing the low portion of the turn, then stepping, and then the high portion of the turn and stepping. So you're here, right foot forward, step, and step, sweep. 5, 6, 7, 8, sweep back and step, sweep over and step. 5, 6, 7, 8, sweep back and step, sweep over and step. And now, from here, we're gonna just get normal position, and then I want you to stall your right poi while you keep your left one spinning. Yes, bring your right one up underhand and your left one's overhand. Good, now keep your right one underhand and stall your left one so that they're both underhand. Underhand, good, okay. Now we're gonna do a couple stalls just to practice. So keep your left one spinning underhand and stall your right one and bring it back up overhand. So your right one's overhand, your left one's underhand. Stall your left one from underhand so that they're both in overhand again. Okay, and now we'll do 2 more stalls. We'll do a right stall back. So the right stall comes underhand. And then the left one, we're gonna stall and it's gonna come up in underhand. So now you're underhand here in both poi. Can you do just an underhand weave here? There it is, good. Okay, so now with your underhand weave, put your right foot forward. And then your left foot is going to be back, so the foot closer to me is coming back. And then what I want you to do is turn to the left into overhand weave. So you're doing overhand weave on this side, then we're going to turn to the right to underhand weave. And then you're going to turn to the left to overhand weave, and turn to the right to underhand weave, and turn to the left and overhand weave, turn to the right and underhand weave, turn to the left and overhand weave. Now open it up, put your left foot forward. Now we're going to sweep back and turn to the right. And then you're going to come out underhand on the right. Now we're going to do the opposite of what we did before. So you're going to step your left foot forward. Then you're going to sweep over again, away from me. You come up and over the top and come down on the right. And then you're going to step your foot forward again. So sweep back and turn to the right. Step your left foot forward, sweep over and turn to the right. Step your foot forward, sweep back, turn to the right. Step your left foot forward, sweep up and over to the right. Step your left foot forward again. One more time, sweep back to the right. Step your left foot forward, sweep up and over to the right, and come down, step your left foot forward. Now, we're going to sweep back, but not turn, and then sweep over. Sweep back, sweep over. And then if you can turn this into a chasing the sun, go for it. We'll do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And now this next time, I want you to lift your right leg and come under your right leg if you can remember that one. And we'll do 4 and 3. Okay, I guess you didn't remember it.